to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
So before we start, we're two lesbians, actual lesbians, not the queer kind of lesbians, the ones that believe that you could be a woman and date a trans woman and it's still lesbianism. No, we're the real lesbians. And we're reacting to this video today of a lesbian firefighter of the LAFD. Mm-hmm. She's a deputy chief, and she's going viral on social media for some remarks she said in the video. And we're going to react to that. So, are you ready?
Sure.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Okay, so that's the video. Now we're going to go through the video. We just wanted to go through it once so you can actually watch it. Now we're going to break it down. Ready?
Yeah.
You want to see somebody that responds to you.
First off, deep voice.
Why did you finish your sentence?
I did.
No, you didn't.
No. When she first started talking, the first thing I thought of was, whoa, is it a trans man?
I hear that. But I was just saying that the sentence you said, you can let him finish the first sentence.
Did you say let him?
Let them.
Let them, because we don't know. We don't know.
You could let the person on the screen finish their sentence, but you were like, man voice.
Your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person.
That whole statement, that looks like you. What do you care what someone looks like when you're in a burning building?
Oh, thank God it's another lesbian.
If you're having
I'm
like
on fire, but
the
thank
only
God.
situation I can understand that statement for is if we're going through like domestic abuse and you would rather have a female officer respond than a male officer.
Right, but if I'm on fire, I don't care who's responding, just get me out.
Right. The only situation I can really see this working in is a domestic violence situation.
Right, but this is a firefighter.
That's my point. Yes, you have a point.
Firefighter.
You have a point with the police call, but not with the fire.
Because if you're choking and you can't escape a burning building, the last thing you care about is what someone looks like.
Do you care if a man or a woman of any ethnicity comes up and gives you the Heimlich when you're choking on something?
Nope.
I don't care what you look like, feel like, smell like at that point. If I'm dying and you save me, but you smell like ass, I'm going to say thank you and then walk away politely. Isn't that the right thing to do?
Yeah.
And the right thing to do if someone's in a dangerous position is to try and help them. So yes, I understand if you're like desires to help someone, but if it's not the position it's best for, maybe find a different position you can help in.
It seems like the lesbian is more interested in the DEI aspect of firefighting rather than the actual firefighting.
I used to think I could take a man on any task.
Me too.
And I think that's what we're dealing with here is just lesbians with big egos who think that they can take on any man's job, but have to realize that if someone's bigger and stronger and more suited for the job than you, maybe take a step back.
This is a big lesbian with a big ego.
Oh yeah, big ego.
Why would she think I would care if I'm on fire if she represents my community? Like, what would make you think that someone cares who's coming to rescue them? It shouldn't matter.
People have made this narrative that, like, if you see a white guy coming to save you, then he's going to just let you, like, burn in the building. But it sounds like if I'm someone's husband, right?
Yeah.
That this woman's going to let me just burn in the corner of a building. You know what I mean?
Understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to?
You understand my situation better. I'm on fire. You should see the situation that's going on right now. My ass is on flames. It's burning.
You're not responding
Whoa.
to people who aren't in immediate danger. So it doesn't matter what, like, opinions you have. If your gallbladder is bursting and you need it removed, do you care what the doctor looks like? Do you care that that hospital has a diverse cast of people there?
No. Why do people care? But, like, it's all about them, isn't it? It's just all about them.
If you're in a different country and a fire starts,
Yeah.
are you now uncomfortable because another ethnicity or person type is helping you?
Maybe they do, but there's something wrong with them.
That's what I guess my point is.
You got to have something a little bit wrong with your brain there to be thinking that that's an okay
a
thing.
priority in those moments.
Yeah, you're there to save people, not to be a representative of a community. Hi, I'm here. I'm LGBTQ firefighter. Do you need help?
Do you want to talk about it?
You want
It's
to talk
like-
about it? LGBTQ? I know you're on fire. I can't get you out. No, it's your fault. It's your fault.
I got my period today. I can't move anyone.
I don't know. She probably has a lot of testosterone. I don't think she's having her period anytime
I'm
soon.
just teasing.
Long enough to do this, or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
I want to just point out it said that she's been with the fire department for 33 plus years.
No, she's 33. How old do you think she is?
It said 33 plus on something. Well, either way, she's been there. How long?
I don't know. I'm hoping not that long. I feel bad for
She's
whoever
the
she's supposed to
chief,
say.
isn't she?
Oh, no, she's not the. No, she's not the chief.
What did you say she was?
She's the deputy. It's like a lifeguard who doesn't swim.
It's a lifeguard that doesn't go past the 5 foot deep end. So if you're drowning in the 5 foot deep end, that's fine. But if you're drowning in the 6 foot deep end, you're screwed.
Yeah, she's just gonna yell at you. You got yourself in this mess. You can get yourself out.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Do you know how crazy that sounds? I can't believe she doesn't know how crazy that sounds.
I can't believe that they said that, then they clipped that, then they posted that.
How can you think that that's an okay thing to say? Well, I know my job is to save you, but you got yourself in this situation.
If you're going to question my capabilities, then I'm going to not save you.
Right. That's part of the job of being a firefighter. is
Right.
You have to lift a lot of equipment. You have to be able to carry people out of burning buildings. You don't just put out fires. You also save the people that are in the fire. And if you can't save the people that are in the fire, you shouldn't be in the job. Just because you have sex with women doesn't make you qualified.
It has nothing to do with it. You listed none of the reasons why you should be helping and what job you are
did.
doing.
She did. She's a representative of the
but
LGBT.
She didn't realistically represent anything she's doing to help people. She didn't even say what she's doing to help anyone in a burning building.
Her presence is the help. Don't you get it? That's what she's saying. My presence is the help. Sorry, my presence is the help. I am a representative.
what she's
I
trying
make
to-
people feel better when I come to save them, even though I can't lift them.
I think what she's trying to say is that she's capable, but trying to dismiss it in like a snarky kind of lesbian way, but it's really just coming off as being like
Total
a tool.
coming off so cutty. Like, why? Like, oh, I'm not going to save your husband. He can do it himself.
Yeah, what a
Oh, my
fuck-
God. Someone needs to slap you. You are nasty.
What a way to prove that lesbians don't hate men.
She's a bad
Very
representation for lesbians. But then again, she represents the queers. But people are going to see her and be like, oh, that's a lesbian or that's a trans man.
Yeah, and I'm going to hear nothing but people shitting on lesbians because of these lesbians.
Thanks. She's like, oh, men, we hate men. Lesbians hate men. It's like, no.
Not all lesbians hate
No,
men. because
you
we respect
do.
some men.
You
know, like,
do.
They're meant to respect. They're meant to dislike, just like there are women to like and women to dislike.
Why does your dating history or who you want to sleep with have anything to do with your job?
That's why.
What the fuck?
That's why people like doctors take a Hipocritic Oath, where they have to say that they will do no harm to anyone.
Well, that-
they will do their best to help.
That
you know?
ship sailed a long time
But,
ago.
but you know what I mean. Like that's a hypothetical that's against this.
Yeah.
Which is, the real mentality should be, oh my gosh, someone's hurting, let me help them, I don't care what their opinions are versus mine.
Right.
Which is why they had the Hippocratic Oath to begin with. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
decide that just because you didn't like the person, you're not going to save their life and you're the only doctor around, like, you're kind of fucked up.
She'd be like, oh, Seth, I remember you.
You called me a muff diver when I was 7. You die in this fire.
Seems like she's got a lot of pent-up aggression against men. So only
it's-
skinny
it's-
people that are women are allowed to be saved by her?
It's not, and this is what's really devastating about this whole thing, is that there are very few women who can maintain that job, who can lift men, who can get them out of burning buildings.
Yeah, little bit.
If you want to make that point, why don't you get a woman who's walking out on the screen being like, your husband's 500 pounds. This is 500 pounds. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
instead of putting a 500-pound lesbian in charge.
you found the least qualified woman and had her say the dumbest of dumb statements when it comes to it. When a real person who cared about saving people would be like, this is proof. There's your husband and there's your dog, and I'm walking out because I'm a firefighter.
And I'm also curious, what person did she take the position of because she's a lesbian? She got the job because she's a lesbian over someone who was more qualified. She could have just said she was a lesbian. She could be straight as an arrow. I mean, I don't think so, but she could be. All she has to do is say, I'm a lesbian. That's all. She probably hasn't had sex with a woman in, I'm thinking 15 years.
Oh my gosh.
Just assuming. So does this, like,
The better way to make your point would be to prove your ground that you stand upon. They can carry a 400-pound man out of a building. But you didn't make that point because you can't. You made the point to say, I can't do it, instead of saying, I can. And these 3 other women, the 5%, are actually very burly, strong women who would cut down trees for you. You could have made that point.
she said, I can't, it's the victim's fault. That was the thing that really sent it home for me.
Yeah,
It's like,
she's-
I can't do it, and, well, it's
Pushing
his
the
fault.
blame.
Ha, ha, ha. Ooh, you're nasty. That's what I was thinking. I don't like you, lady. Nasty. I just felt like grossness inside. Like,
Yeah, because you know that she wouldn't help people who are dying or burning.
no, I don't trust that bitch as far as I can throw her, and that's not far. Yeah, I'm just making fat jokes left and right. I'm fat. I'm allowed to. Anyway, I wanted to show this one video because Whitney Cummings commented on this.
Okay.
And I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to watch it with you, so I figured let's watch it together.
All right, like everyone, I'm trying to figure out how this happened in California so that I don't say something that's inaccurate. I came across a video of the fire chief, a lesbian. Love it, great. Fan of lesbians, try to be one, didn't take. I don't think I'm a lesbian, I live in Los Angeles, and the men are so effeminate that honestly at this point, dating a woman is like the straightest thing you can do. So anyway, talking about recruiting more lesbians into the LAFD to be firefighters. I think lesbians can be firefighters. Dope, fine. I'm not thinking about your genitals or your preferences when I need a hero, right?
Remarking on that, they want more lesbians?
I think they were
No.
looking for more diversity, and so they found all these lesbians. And now, yeah, here we are.
No, lesbians are good at a few jobs. We're good at softball.
If I moved to LA, they'd hire me right on the spot.
Yeah, you and your 5'1" self. They sure would. Lesbians are good at a few jobs, like welding, gym teacher,
Lunch lady.
middle school, high school coach. None. How many women went into the Twin Towers to save people on 9/11? None. Why? Because they had to get people down a lot of flight of stairs. And you think a woman's going to be able to do that with all that equipment she has to carry on top of that? Nah. Back then we were a little bit more rational. Somewhere along the line we lost our goddamn minds.
I don't think women should be able to train in those situations, but they definitely at least need a man there to help. Like, maybe you can carry the kids, maybe you can carry the woman out. But if you can't complete the job,
You shouldn't be in it. It's like only being halfway qualified, but the other half you just say lesbian. Now you got the job.
and I'm a gay one. So does that change anything?
Does that change anything?
Can I cry discrimination because I told you I'm a lesbian?
But is that not like, why is it okay? That'd be like a gay man being like, we need more gay men in here. That'd be like me going, we need more hot guys in here to be firefighters. That would be like a dude being like, we just need more hot blondes. That's what we need, and I will not stop until there are more people that I'm attracted to.
Not really. I don't know what kind of chicks these lesbians are into, but if I was going to be like, let's hire some more lesbians, it's going to be hot lesbians, not ones that look like men. You know, I'm not the lesbian who
Is
dates
our
butch lesbians.
job a dating app? No, our job is to be goddamn firefighters.
I know, it sounds ridiculous, but
Am I Andrew fucking Tate?
no, you're not.
So then why am I caring so much about what these people look like? What can you do? You're here to do a job. Do the job. If you can't do the job, you will be fired or you should leave. Whichever works for you. But it's still going to come down to one of those two things. It's a very simple system if you don't complicate it with your mind fucking games.
You think they date each other? These three lesbians?
I think they're probably in a polyamorous relationship.
Really? Do butches date other butches?
Absolutely.
I've never seen it. I thought it was a myth.
There's a bunch of TikToks committed to it.
Or that are in my dating pool. Like, isn't that essentially just recruiting people in your dating pool to work at your office? Wait, all the people in charge of LA's fire response are lesbians named Kristen? I do not recall voting on a prop that said we could recruit our fire team off Grindr. What?
Lesbians don't go on Grindr.
Yes, but it's a good joke. There's no lesbian equivalent.
I know, because they allow men on now. So you can't even say her, because her is just a bunch of...
Well, her wasn't before
Men.
either. They have one called scissor, but nobody uses it.
No. So, have you ever dated a lesbian named Kristen?
I talked to one, though.
I never did.
She got married and wanted to go by mix.
See? This is a sign.
I used to say that she was a unicorn, though, because I never met her in person.
Anyway, this is the video. We're done. Like and subscribe. Join our membership.
I'm not allowed to do anything.
Comment below.
No.
Share the video.
Don't do it.
Why?
I just want to be defiant today. Are you
Okay.
done?